Hello, everyone, and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Julie Chrisley physically ill in prison. What happened? Julie Chrisley and her husband Todd experienced a poor quality of life in prison, according to Savannah Chrisley. The Chrisley Knows Best alum hasn't stopped calling out the lack of air conditioning, even though her mom might be sent home earlier than expected. Julie Chrisley struggles with the heat. This time last year, Chrisley Knows Best alums Savannah Chrisley and her brother Chase talked about the lack of air conditioning in the Kentucky prison. At the time, the federal prison system claimed that all of its facilities were livable. A rep said that both AC and heat were turned on when the temperature outside dictated the need for it. Julie Chrisley's son, Chase, called BS on that, and so did his sister, although she tried to rein him in a bit. He argued that even killers deserve livable temperatures. Well, it seems that their public debate on that didn't make any difference at all. Savannah Chrisley says mom got physically ill. During her latest Unlocked podcast, Savannah talked about visiting her mom recently. As it was hot, she noticed that it seemed as if only certain people had access to air conditioning. Why it took on so much importance was that her mom loved the visitation because it meant a temporary respite from the heat in the air-conditioned visitor center. Julie Chrisley spoke with Savannah, who cited her as saying that she got physically sick because she got so hot. The Chrisley Knows Best alum told her podcast listeners, "While plenty of people don't sympathize with Todd and Julie Chrisley, a lot of fans love them." In the comments, a few people talked about the alleged heat. Here are some reactions. What are your thoughts about Julie Chrisley claiming she gets so hot in prison that she feels physically ill? Do you think that it's wrong for prisoners to endure the alleged torture of heat behind bars? The air inside the visitation room felt thick, almost soupy, as if it held secrets in the humidity. Savannah Chrisley paced the length of the window, waiting for her mother to be escorted in. She already sensed something was wrong. It wasn't the usual pre-visit anxiety, the kind that had become familiar after nearly 2 years of navigating federal prison systems. This was heavier, sharper, almost like a warning. When the door finally opened and Julie Chrisley was guided into the room, Savannah's breath caught in her chest. Julie looked, there was no other word for it, sick. Her once vibrant posture had wilted. Her skin was pale, almost gray beneath the harsh fluorescent lights. Even her smile, the one she tried so hard to put on for her daughter's sake, trembled at the corners. Savannah's heart dropped. "Mama, what happened?" Julie took a seat slowly, as if her bones protested. The guard gave a brief nod and stepped back, leaving mother and daughter in a bubble of emotional silence. "I didn't want you to see me like this," Julie whispered, trying and failing to sound reassuring. "But I'm okay. Really." Savannah's eyes filled, but she refused to blink. "Mom, you look physically ill. I mean, what's going on? You're shaking." Julie did not answer immediately. She folded her hands, resting them gingerly on the table, revealing how thin she had become. The rumors Savannah had heard from other families, the whispers about inadequate medical care, the prison's wait-and-see approach whenever inmates complained, it all rushed back with cold clarity. "I've been having episodes," Julie finally admitted. "Dizziness, nausea, and that pain in my side hasn't gone away." Savannah's throat tightened. That pain again. The same pain her mother had been complaining about for months. The pain the prison medical staff kept dismissing as stress. Julie tried to force a laugh, but it came out brittle. "The doctor says it's nothing serious. They gave me ibuprofen." Savannah clenched her jaw. Ibuprofen. For the woman who once handled a household, raised 5 kids, maintained a successful TV career, and managed the emotional chaos of the Chrisley family, now being told to walk it off behind cement walls. "Mama, this is not nothing," Savannah said sharply. "You look worse every time I see you. You're losing weight. You're pale. You're exhausted. Are they testing you? Running labs? Anything?" Julie shook her head slowly. "I've put in requests," she said softly. "They take weeks, sometimes months. I don't want to cause trouble, Save. You know how it is here. If you push too hard, they make things harder." Savannah wanted to scream. wanted to flip the table, wanted to drag every negligent staff member into the room and force them to look at the woman deteriorating under their watch. Instead, she reached for her mother's hands and held them tightly. "Tell me everything," Savannah whispered. Julie hesitated, then let the truth come out in fragile pieces. "I woke up last week and couldn't stand without holding onto the bunk. It felt like the room was spinning. And I've been having these stomach aches. Worse than before." She swallowed. "Sometimes I can't keep food down." Savannah stared at her, horrified. "Mom, that's dangerous. That could be your pancreas. That could be your stomach. That could be—" "I know," Julie said quietly. "I know what it could be. And that's what scares me." Her voice cracked. The strong, composed Julie, who once hosted lavish holiday dinners, who comforted her children through heartbreaks and failures, who always looked perfectly put together with her signature blonde hair, now looked like a shadow of herself. Her hair had grown out darker, duller, as if prison had stripped the color from her spirit as well. "Some nights," Julie continued, "the pain wakes me up. I don't want to bother anyone. But if I ask for help, it takes hours. And they don't treat it seriously." Savannah's heart shattered. She had always known her parents' prison sentences were cruel, unfair, politically charged, even. But she never realized how deeply the system could break a person, not just emotionally but physically. "You need medical treatment," Savannah insisted. "They can't ignore this. Something is happening inside your body, and we're not going to wait until it's too late. We'll file complaints. We'll push higher." Julie shook her head. "And risk retaliation?" "Savannah, I'm not in the outside world anymore. I can't." "I don't care." Savannah interrupted, tears finally spilling over. "Mom, you're literally getting sick in here. This isn't discipline, this is neglect." Julie squeezed her daughter's hands gently. "Sweetheart, listen to me. I'm scared, but I'm also trying to stay calm. The more fear I let in, the worse it gets. You and your brothers, your sister, knowing you're out there fighting for us, that keeps me going." Savannah took a shaky breath. "I just want you safe. I want you alive." Julie's eyes softened, full of maternal warmth even through the pain. "I'll be okay. I promise." But Savannah saw it, the flicker of doubt behind her mother's eyes. Julie didn't believe her own promise. As their visit ended, Julie was escorted away slowly, her steps unsteady. Savannah watched her disappear through the steel door, her mind racing. She pulled out her phone the moment she reached the parking lot.